Okay, let's do this. Have you ever really stopped to think about where the music in your headphones actually comes from? I mean, like the real source code? Well, today we're going on a quest to find the world's oldest playlist. We're going to track the journey of the beat, from ancient campfires all the way to your favorite song right now.
So let me ask you a question. You just chillin', listening to a song, and then the beat drops. And suddenly your head is nodding, maybe your foot starts tapping. You're not even trying to, it just happens. Why?
Simple. It's because that feeling is basically hardwired into our DNA. Percussion instruments, drums, rattles, anything you can hit to make a sound, are some of the oldest instruments on the entire planet. Moving to a beat isn't just something we decided to do, it's a fundamental part of who we are.
To find the origin of so much of the rhythm we love today, our first stop has to be Africa. Think of this as like level 1 of our global beat quest. This is the main hub, where so many of the core ideas of rhythm were born and developed in these incredibly complex and amazing ways.
All right, here's the key concept, and it's a big word, but stick with me. Polyrhythm. I know, it sounds kind of nerdy, but the idea is actually super simple. It just means you're playing multiple different rhythms all at the same time. So instead of just one single beat, you get this rich, complex, layered sound that's just awesome.
The best way to picture it? Think about a busy Discord chat with your friends, right? You've got one person typing a whole paragraph, someone else is dropping a reaction GIF, and another friend is just spamming emojis. All that stuff happening at once creates one big, chaotic, amazing conversation. That's a polyrhythm, but with sound. And check this out, they used different drums for different things. The Djembe drum, that was for the whole party, big community celebrations like weddings or festivals. But the talking drum, now this is seriously cool. It could actually imitate the tones and pitches of human speech. People used it to send actual messages from one village to the next. No joke, it was basically the world's first text message, just powered by rhythm. It shows you that music wasn't just entertainment, it was communication.
Okay, so Africa was the launch pad. From there, the idea of using rhythm to celebrate and communicate just exploded and evolved all over the world. So let's take a quick world tour to see how different cultures put their own spin on the beat.
First stop, Southeast Asia. Here you find these entire orchestras called gamelan. They're filled with gongs and these cool metal instruments called metallophones. They don't really go for a hard, driving beat. Instead, they create this shimmering, almost magical wave of sound that they use for big ceremonies. It sounds like nothing else on Earth.
Now let's jump over to Japan. And here, it is all about power. Taiko drums are absolutely massive, and playing them is a full-body workout. It's not just about the sound, it's about the intense, super energetic group performance. Honestly, it's just as epic to watch as it is to hear.
Okay, now over to the Middle East. Here, hand drums, like the darbuka, are the star of the show. The drummers use these incredibly fast and complex finger patterns to create rhythms called ika'at. These aren't just background beats, they are the engine that literally drives the dancers on the floor.
Meanwhile, in Europe, percussion found a totally different job. You had these huge drums called timpani that became part of giant orchestras, adding all this thunder and drama to classical music. And that path eventually led to one of the most important inventions in modern music, the drum set. That kit became the backbone for pretty much everything, jazz, rock, pop, you name it. And all these different threads were about to get tangled up.
So what happens when all of these incredible, different ideas about rhythm from Africa, Europe, and all over the world collide in one place? Well, you get the ultimate collab. The Americas became this giant musical melting pot, cooking up a sound that was completely and totally new.
You can think of it like a 4-step remix. Step 1, you take the powerful, complex rhythms from Africa. Step 2, you add in instruments and musical ideas from Europe. Step 3, you blend all of that with the amazing traditions of the indigenous peoples already in the Americas. And step 4, bam, a brand new track is born.
And the result of that epic remix? An absolute explosion of music that is designed to make you move. We're talking salsa, samba, rumba, reggae, calypso. Every single one of these styles comes directly from that fusion of cultures. It's the sound of different worlds coming together to create a party.
And of course, these new sounds are powered by some incredible new instruments. You've got the hand-played congas and bongos, shakers like maracas, and then, this is so cool, in the Caribbean, they invented steel drums by cleverly reshaping old oil barrels to create this beautiful melodic sound. Pure genius.
Okay, so we've been on a pretty massive journey, right?
We followed rhythm across thousands of years and all over the globe. So let's bring it all home and figure out what it all means. Here's the most important thing to get. The beat never, ever stayed in one place. It traveled on ships across oceans. It followed trade routes across entire continents. And everywhere it landed, it was like a sponge. It soaked up new ideas, new instruments, and new local flavors. It constantly changed. It was always being remixed by new cultures, new people, and with amazing new instruments, creating something totally fresh and exciting every single time.
And after all that time, after all that traveling and changing and remixing, it ended up right here, in your headphones. That beat in your favorite song is just the latest chapter in a very, very old story.
So when you boil it all down, it's pretty clear that rhythm is a universal language. It's like this invisible thread that connects every single one of us, not just to people all over the world today, but to every person who has ever tapped their foot to a beat before us.
And that story, it's definitely not over. Every time someone makes a new beat on a laptop or just taps out a rhythm on their desk, they're adding a new sentence to it. So the only question left is, what beat are you going to add to the story?